Good evening and welcome to the regular meeting of the Frankfort Village Board. Tonight is Tuesday, September 6, 2022, the day after Fall Fest. We call this meeting to order and we ask our clerk, Katie Schubert, to take the roll, please.
Trustee Rossi? Here. Trustee Borelli? Here. Trustee Petro?
Here.
Trustee Farina?
Here.
Trustee Severia?
Here.
Mayor Ogle?
Here.
Trustee Ledden? Attorney Mahoney? Here. Attorney Lamore? Chief Chalepis?
Here.
Village Administrator Pisha?
Here.
And Clerk Schubert is present. I thought I heard someone coming in, but
Okay.
that's it.
And if everyone could stand with me and we'll say the Pledge of Allegiance. The first item on here is what we call the unanimous consent agenda. All items on the consent agenda are considered to be routine in nature and will be enacted in one single motion. There will be no separate discussion of these items unless a board member so requests, in which event the item will be removed from the consent agenda and will be considered separately. At this time, I ask if anyone would like to remove anything from the consent agenda. Hearing none, can I get a motion to approve?
So moved.
We have a motion by Trustee Savaria, second by Trustee Farina. So we'll go through these items so that the people that are in the audience, also watching at home, know that what we're voting on. And we will start with the approval of the minutes. If there are no changes to those from the regular meeting on August 15th, then we will go to the bills with Trustee Savaria.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Bills again were fairly light this month at $568,956.72. Some larger items on this list are New Way Disposal at $135,176.70 for garbage pickup, recycling, and street sweeping. Robinson Engineering at $30,000 for lead service line replacement. And Superfleet at $16,693.80 for fuel costs. That's it.
Thank you, Trustee Savaria. Now we have an item from the Plan Commission, and we will go to Trustee Farina.
Thank you, Mayor Ogle. The item before us is for the following. Little Caesars Special Use Permit for Carryout Restaurant, address 20245 South LaGrange Road, Suite 3. Applicant Little Caesars Enterprises Incorporated requests the granting of a special use permit for a Little Caesars Carryout Restaurant in the Frankfort Commons 2 Shopping Center located at 20245 South LaGrange Road, Suite 3. At the August 25th, 2022 public hearing on the project, the Plan Commission forwarded a unanimous recommendation to the Village Board to approve the special use request. The motion before us this evening is to accept the Plan Commission recommendation, waive the first and second readings, and pass an ordinance granting a special use permit for a carryout restaurant to permit the operation of Little Caesars located at 20245 South LaGrange Road, Suite 3, in accordance with the reviewed plans, public testimony, and findings of fact, conditioned upon no delivery vehicles being parked on site overnight. And that is all.
Thank you, Trustee Farina. So those are the items that are on the consent agenda. Is there any discussion on those items? Hearing none, we will go to our clerk, Katie Schubert, for the vote.
Trustee Ledden? Yes. Trustee Savaria?
Yes.
Trustee Farina?
Yes.
Trustee Petro?
Yes.
Trustee Borelli?
Yes.
Trustee Rossi?
Yes.
Motion passes.
All right, thank you very much. The following item is with the Committee of the Whole report, and we will go to Trustee Ledden.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. So this item is the purchase and sale agreement of surplus real estate, part of 7 North White Street. The Village of Frankfort owns certain real estate located at 7 North White Street and desires to sell a portion of the property for redevelopment with commercial uses. The corporate authorities passed ordinance number 3357 on June 16, 2022, seeking contract purchase proposals for the subject property and received one proposal from Integris Development LLC. At an August 10th, 2022 meeting, the Committee of the Whole reviewed the purchase proposal from Integris Development and forwarded a recommendation to the Village Board to find Integris Development's purchase proposal in the best interest of the village and authorize execution of a purchase agreement and sales agreement with Integris for the property, subject to final legal review. The motion before us this evening is to accept the recommendation of the Committee of the Whole, waive the first and second readings, and pass an ordinance authorizing the execution of a purchase and sale agreement of surplus real estate between the Village of Frankfort and Integris Development LLC for the property commonly known as part of 7 North White Street to be redeveloped with commercial uses as set forth in the agreement. That's all.
Thank you, Trustee Ledden. So we have a motion from Trustee Ledden. Do we have a second? We have Trustee Borelli with a second. Before we vote, there are some things that the public should know on this as well, is that these village-owned properties, when they're sold at a certain price, that it requires a three-quarter vote of the corporate authority, which includes the mayor. So of a 7-person board, that means that we need 6 affirmative votes. This has made it challenging for some of the pieces that the village has owned as part of the development. But I believe that this project moved forward. The original time on 2 Smith Street, we really didn't have the votes to move that forward. The alternate site of 7 North White, we talked about the possibilities there, and I think there was consensus among the board that that was a site that would work and that we would get the approvals to move forward. So at this time, is there any discussion on this proposal? Trustee Farina.
Thanks, Mayor Ogle. I just want to acknowledge Integris Development for its work with the village to get to this juncture. And it's an exciting opportunity for the village as well as your development to move forward with our village property being sold at that location. When I was at the carnival this weekend with my children and I was walking up that little hill to White Street, I thought it was going to look very different next year at this at that spot. So it's exciting. I also appreciate the interest and openness to move from 2nd Smith Street. I know there are a lot of residents concerned about the impact of traffic, a bar and liquor license in that area and so forth. So we know that this area, White Street, has more traffic and more flow, so I think it's a win-win for business as well as the government. And I just want to thank you for this, and I support this motion before us this evening. Thank you, Mayor Ogle.
Okay. From the side? No?
Thank
Trustee?
you, Mayor Ogle. I just wanted to also comment that tonight's sale was a long time coming, and I wanted to applaud the village staff and the village board on working on the new economic incentive plan. That was part of, obviously, the discussions and the multiple proposals that we received. It's really exciting to see that this sale is going to add to our overall economic development plan for our historic downtown area. There's much work that's gone into this sale, and I just look forward to seeing the development come to life. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mayor, and thank to Integris Development for bringing this development forward once again. I think you originally came to us about a year ago with a solid development that had a lot of public support, a lot of board support, not enough, but a lot. And it was great that we were able to work together to find a location for because end of the day it was about the development. It's a great development. It's going to be such a great addition to downtown. And now the key is to make it fit in right, and which conceptually I think it does. It'll go through these public processes, public reviews, and looking forward to what it looks like at the this time next year for Fall Fest. So thanks again for your patience and your hard work in this and sticking with it.
I just will say early before the vote, welcome to Frankfort.
All right. At this time, like I said before, we need 6 affirmative votes in order to sell a piece of property which the village has declared as surplus and owned by the village taxpayers. So we will go to our clerk, Katie Schubert, for the vote.
Trustee Severia? Yes. Trustee Farina?
Yes.
Trustee Petro?
Yes.
Trustee Borelli?
Yes.
Trustee Rossi?
Yes.
Trustee Ledden?
Yes.
Mayor Ogle?
Yes.
Motion carries.
All right. Thank you, Dan. Now we will go to the mayor's report. First, this is the day after Fall Fest. It's a day all of us are, especially us that have been involved for the whole process, are are happy for. The happiest day. It was a tremendous Fall Fest. The word out there is that this may have been the largest crowds that we've ever had. The vendors, the response back from the volunteers, from the attendees. It was a tremendous year. It was also tremendous cooperation between our village staff, the Chamber of Commerce, the Fall Fest Committee, our police department, our other EMA units, the fire department, and just a whole host of volunteers, people that have really committed to making this fest happen. A lot of them that committed from last year. Steve Langdon and Leslie Walton, who had agreed to chair it both years to make sure that this didn't fall apart. And we've had two of the most outstanding years of Fall Fest. I really want to encourage everybody that was involved to take a victory lap. Absolutely, you've earned it and enjoy it. You did such a tremendous job on this. Next item on here is our National Rail Safety Week, and it'll be held in the United States, Canada, and Mexico from September 19th through the 25th. And the Village of Frankfort recognizes the importance of rail safety, education, and encourages all citizens to make safety a priority around railroad tracks during this week and during the year. I will entertain a motion from the floor to proclaim September 19th through September 25th of 2022 as Rail Safety Week in the Village of Frankfort. Motion by Trustee Farina, second by Trustee Petro. All those in favor say aye. Oh, fantastic. We also have a program that came from the Metropolitan's Mayor Caucus. We're one of, I believe, 68 villages that signed on. It's a Move with the Mayor program, and it's a national initiative that works with mayors across the country to challenge their communities to be more physically active. I invite the public to join me for quite a few of the Mayor Move with the Mayor events. The next one that comes up will be at Navarro Farm on Saturday, September 10th. It'll be from 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock. For more information on the Move with the Mayor initiatives, follow the Village of Frankfort on their Facebook page. And this is all about heart disease prevention and stroke prevention. Small amounts of activity and movement each day can help have an impact on having a healthier life and being your best as you age. Our village is proud to partner with the Forest Preserve District of Will County, the Rails to Trails Conservatory, and iHeartRadio to host Make Trail Moments on the Old Plank. The event is scheduled for Saturday, September 17th from 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock, right on Brighter Green, and will feature family-friendly games and activities, vendor booths, and entertainment from Chicago's 103.5 KISS FM. The Old Plank Road Trail is a place where we can all be more active and connect with friends, family, and neighbors. Come celebrate these moments, learn more about the trail and its history, and explore how regular recreation and trail use can improve your overall health and well-being. And this, I believe, is we'll also be resurfacing that trail very soon through Frankfort. That's been 25 years since that was done. So we were waiting till after Fall Fest to start that. So you'll see some of that work going on as well. The senior breakfast is scheduled for Wednesday, September 21st at 8 o'clock at the Village Administration Building right here, 432 West Nebraska. The Village of Frankfort invites our residents who are 62 years and older to attend the event and enjoy a complimentary breakfast. Space is limited and registration is required, so please RSVP to Sue Lynchy here at the Village by September 15th, 469-2177. Our weekly Cruise in Frankfort continues on Monday nights in downtown Frankfort from 5 to 8 o'clock, and it'll go through September 26th. The Country Market also will continue every Sunday in downtown Frankfort from 9 to 1, and that'll go through October 30th. I have a couple more items on here. We hosted the Will County Center for Economic Development here on August 23rd, and our partnership with them and the development and our place in Will County and also in the larger area, as well as our very local development, such as the 7 North White Street, which we approved, is a very important part of what we do here. The Cactus Carroll building has finally been sold. Carol Watson had passed away in October of last year, and so the process began on getting that building back into play. So we're very excited about the possibilities with that. We started working on, from our end of that, almost 2 years ago to get that to happen. So the new owner, you'll probably be meeting him around town, and that's a good thing. You'll also notice if you're downtown, the beautiful pavers that are across from, on Kansas Street, across from Francesca's and Fat Rosie's and Trails Edge. Our Public Works team did an amazing job on that. If you haven't seen it yet, it was a very narrow sidewalk, which now has been expanded to 6 feet. It's beautiful, and they've done wonderful work, and there were just endless compliments and comments about that this weekend during Fall Fest. And one of the last things on there is that you'll probably notice we have QR codes in various places. During the pandemic, everyone started to get used to having QR codes because of your menus for restaurants, but you'll notice it at our kiosks downtown, that you can scan the QR code and it'll give you a list of the events. And we're continuing to modify and improve that. We started out with some basics, so you could find out what was going on in Frankfort, get a schedule, but we will be expanding that, and ideas that come forward for that to make your experience here in Frankfort even better will be coming along. And I believe that's it for me tonight. So now we'll go to board comments, and we'll go to our clerk, Katie Schubert.
Thank you, Mayor Ogle. In the summer months, it is customary that the board wears business casual attire, but now that weather is cooling and the fall is coming, beginning on October 3rd, we will be moving back to business attire as a board. And that is all I have, Mayor Ogle.
Thank you, clerk. Trustee Ledden.
Thank you. I'd just like to thank everybody who did such a tremendous job this weekend in making Fall Fest as wonderful as it was. Truly enjoyed all of it from Thursday through Monday. Spent a lot of time downtown and saw a lot of you up here volunteering, and a lot of the same faces over that weekend working hard. So thanks, I appreciate it. And also big supporter of National Rail Safety Month after getting hit by a train when I was 16. So, you know, don't go around the gates, kids.
Oh.
I'm done.
Not sure how to follow that.
I don't know how any of us follow that one. Trustee Savari.
I just want to congratulate Mr. Elliott and Integris Development on the purchase of 7 North White. I think that's been a long time coming. I'm really excited about eating some sushi there. And congratulations to the village on a successful Fall Fest. That's all I have.
Yeah. Thank you, Trustee. Trustee Farina.
Thank you, Mayor Ogle. I'd like to echo congrats to the village, but the Chamber of Commerce and its volunteers and leadership for a great weekend. I heard great feedback from vendors and the blocks that I was working for Frankfort Fall Fest, as well as residents. So it sounded like a superb weekend. And then I want to acknowledge Rob and your team for leading efforts for the village and Public Works. I know it takes a lot of time and energy. And Chief, yourself, and even Chief Ferris from the Frankfort Fire Protection District, I saw a great police presence and fire presence over the weekend. I know there were, some calls and such, and I heard really positive feedback last night at the Chamber of Commerce volunteer dinner. They acknowledged Public Works, they acknowledged police and fire as well. And I know, too, your families, I want to thank your families, too, as staff, because I know a lot of folks are down here during the weekend, and everyone's at home keeping things going. So thanks to your family as well. That's all, Mayor Ogle.
Thank you, Trustee Farina. Trustee Petro.
Thank you, Mayor. I just want to congratulate all of Frankfort for yet again another successful Fall Fest. It truly does take a village. I think all of the parties have been mentioned, but it's also the residents. It's the support that we have across the board, and it truly does take a village to pull off such an exceptional event. And I want to thank 157C for not having school pictures on the day after Fall Fest. So that was a nice treat, because I think everyone has to have that day of recovery today. Thank you.
Thank you. Trustee Burley.
Thank you, Mayor. Yeah, I think maybe we should have like a local holiday, the Tuesday after Labor Day Fest. Everyone gets the day off. Maybe that would be a nice local holiday. I don't know what the the laws are, but maybe we could look into that. I think that would be a good idea. No, again, echo. Thank you to the Chamber of Commerce, who what a wonderful fest this year was. Really was special. But special thanks to the Chief Chalepis and the police. I mean, it's truly all hands on deck, huge long shifts, and they maintain such a positive attitude, smiles all the time. I've seen, I'll see them late Thursday night, I'll see them again early Saturday morning, I'll see them late Monday afternoon, and they're just always just great attitude, kept the public safe, and thank you to them. Thank you to the Public Works, who also works these long shifts, and how they take it down so quickly, and it's just amazing how quickly it goes back down and comes back to normal. But and then thanks to the fire department, administration, a lot of people involved, hundreds, probably thousands of volunteers, to be honest, to make this happen, and everyone comes together. It's just a really a great moment. It's a big reason why a lot of people live here and enjoy Frankfort. So congratulations to all. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Trustee. Trustee Rossi.
Not much left, but we'll try. I do want to thank the Chamber and the Village. I know the Park District has some stuff in there, the Fire District, the Police Department. I can verify how crowded it was. I got shot out of the tent 2 nights in a row, so I know it's better to go earlier next time, but it shows you how well attended everything was. I do have to say, I know between the fire and the police, thousands of hours were put in there just to protect our community, and I want to give a special thanks to both of them.
Thank you, Trustee Rossi. Now we'll go to Rob Pisha for the Village Administrator's Report.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Certainly I have to echo everything that's been said, and certainly want to thank everyone. Obviously, it starts with the board and their vision of what the community should be, and then it goes out, and it really is a group effort to get this whole thing done between the village, the chamber, and all the entities that to make it work and have that many people come to town. And as he said, as Trustee Borelli said, it's amazing. You have all these people come to town, and then the next day, it doesn't look like anybody was here except for the tire tracks and the grass across the street. So, but again, congratulations to, like you said, to the village as a whole to really get this done and have everybody enjoy it and get it done safely. And especially, again, I'm obviously biased to the police department, but thank the chief for all her efforts to make sure they maintain the safety, and again, the fire protection district to assist us as well. So just again, a great group effort, and our public work guys do a great job of starting back on Monday to help make sure everything is going well. So thank you to everyone, and again, congratulations. The mayor mentioned Old Plank Trail. They're going to start resurfacing the whole trail. It will start on September 19th. I haven't got a list of where it's actually starting, but they are aware of some of our events that we do have going on. We have a few runs, so they'll be coordinating with Public Works and with our events, but it'll be nice to see the trail should be resurfaced all the way through the Will County portion and the Frankfort portions. I'm not sure about if New Lenox has anything, but it'll very long time coming. As Mayor said, it's been 25 years, and it'll really look nice. And again, it's an amenity that everybody enjoys. So, but be prepared and be very cognizant that it is a resurfacing project. So please exercise caution when you're out on the trail. And that's all I have, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Rob. Now we go to our Police Chief, Leanne Chalepis.
Thank you. First of all, thank you so much for all the kind words regarding this weekend. It is truly a collaboration between so many groups, and public safety-wise, our fire district partners and emergency services that were there to help us in all the planning. There is a lot to it, and I'm grateful that we have such a great partnership. Even Will County agencies and outside agencies were huge help in all of our safety planning, so we're grateful for that. Also, I would like to thank all those who attended the Cop on the Rooftop fundraiser. We raised, that was August 19th, we raised over $2,000 for Special Olympics. So for our first time doing it, I thought it was really good. It was a great success, and we're grateful for the support. We have a busy September with a few events coming up in collaboration with the Move with the Mayor. This Sunday, September 11th, we are doing a Coasting with the Cop. I believe the mayor's coming to maybe lead some pre-stretching exercises that are going to be going on, but it's going to be in Sandalwood Park. So we're trying to do a few different locations. So at Sandalwood Park, We invite families to come out. It's just from 1 to 2. You can get some safety information, meet some officers, and then we're going to be able to do a bike with officers around that park area. So we hope to have a lot of attendees and nice weather for this event. After that, Sunday, September 25th, we have our country market with the cop. So this is an extension of our coffee with the cop and our cone with the cop. We do a country market with the cop once a year at the country market. We are looking forward to that as well. That's from 10 to 11:30 in downtown Frankfort in conjunction with the country market. And lastly, this Friday is the last day that we're accepting applications for police officers. So if you know someone interested in criminal justice or working in the area of law enforcement that would be a good fit here in Frankfort, please pass them along the information. You can find it on the village's website. You can find it on theblueline.com. You can call our agency, and we're happy to provide information. But September 9th is the last day we are accepting applications. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Chief. Now we go to our attorneys, George Mahoney and Hannah Lamore.
No reports tonight. Thank you, Mr.
All
Mayor.
right, thank you. Any other business? No, trustee?
Thank you. Today, I was reading in the Chicago Tribune that Des Plaines and Lake County are working with Morton Arboretum regarding a new beetle that's targeting oak trees. And I just thought that this may be something we can investigate for our own community. I know we have a number on not only public property, but our residents do as well. And I understand, based on the article, that the Public Works Director of Des Plaines was going to put some stuff on their website just to educate residents about this. And of course, you know, Jamie, who's worked with us from the Conservation Foundation, is at the Morton Arboretum right now. So maybe we can tap into her and see what the challenge is and hope that our trees are okay right now. Thank you.
Thank you, trustee. Okay. All right, now we're at the point we call public comment. Is there anyone who would like to come forward before the village board to make a public comment? All right. Don, would you like to come up?
I cannot believe how seamlessly this village put together this Fall Fest. I mean, I've been living here for 23 years, and for about 18 of those, I got out of town for that weekend and went camping because I didn't think I could handle all the crowds. And I never went, really, except once or twice, just right outside my cul-de-sac. But I watched this year, and it was like Disney World, how fast things got cleaned up and things got put away, and it was just beautiful the way they set up the town in advance, watching it happen, and then getting up this morning and everything was just gone, like it was just a big dream. So you guys really are very well coordinated with this event every year, and as someone who lives right in the middle of it, we weren't inconvenienced at all. It was wonderful. So, you know, kudos to all of you in the village and the people before you who started it. It's a great event, and I'm going to continue going. That's the first time I've been to a parade since I was like 6. I thought I hated them all my life. and then my grandniece was going to be, I said, oh crap, I got to go. So, and I went, and it was just awesome. It was so good to see all of you out there throwing candy out at us and everything. It was just fun. It was like really nice to recognize all of you there and see it all happen. So thank you. It's a great
Thank you, Don. It really, it's an effort that the whole community comes together. Our police, the village, the fire department. The fire department and the police worked seamlessly together on this, and our public works. And there's Pauline Majeski is the chamber director, and her staff, and the Fall Fest chairs, a lot of volunteers that come together. And I've been volunteering since we moved here in 2015, and it's beautiful. I'm sorry, 2005. And it's amazing how it has evolved, and it continues to get better, and then the cooperation is closer. People are willing to work together, and there's been great collaboration, I think, between the village and the chamber, especially in the last 2 years. So thank you very much for your comments. Yes. Anyone else with public comment for tonight? Hearing none, can I get a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second. Motion by trustee Farina, second by trustee Borelli. All those in favor say aye. Aye. We're adjourned. Thank you and good night, everyone.